Oh, Wednesday, February 9, 2022. Oh man, we're 4.5 weeks in after unlocking my C1 Atlas on the left side. I don't know if it was dislocated and hung up in two different places or one, but it was definitely hung up. Boy, after all the aftershocks, everything's just going back in, I guess, the best way to say it. I mean, Sunday I was actually trying to teach my son a little bit of Aikido, but we weren't out throwing or nothing, but I did raise my leg up pretty high. And that right side of my hip, that unlocked. I guess my L1 was kind of hung up in there, locked in there from my whole body being locked down. Whew. So I've been feeling that one. I still feel it today, but Monday was a rough day. 2 days ago. That's when this nerves, at least one of these nerves decided to go ahead and fire back up. We had a whole lot of repercussions from that one. Lots of aftershocks. Oh. Yesterday morning wasn't too bad. I mean, I got it. I'm going to feel better today because this got in. It's going in soon. I know it's on its way out. I already know it. I got enough on it now. I know it. I do. So then again, I started degrading yesterday afternoon. Got a sick feeling. Started head shaking. Head shaking's kind of it's going to be part of your life for a few months whenever you do relocate. Because all that head shaking is going to be all the rest of it going back in. So, yesterday afternoon, a bit head shaking. Apparently my whole ear canal was displaced. And this thing kind of did a twist or something. I don't know. It moved. Best way to say it, just moved. Got some swelling in my eye right here from this shift right here. Whatever it did right there, like I said, it feels like like a horse stepped on my ear. But my ear's been sore ever since that nerve lit up. And that nerve lit up, I thought a horse kicked me in the head and broke my jaw and just literally kicked my ear off. So hopefully that's going to be better. Oh, my swelling. Ooh, yeah, all that hypersensitivity stuff. Ooh, yeah. I got at least 20-30% of that gone. Oh, if the brain fog, get rid of this brain fog. It'll starve my brain for blood for 28 and a half years. Jeez, no wonder I'm pumpkin-headed. Anyway, I got a couple of them hung up still in the middle of my back I've been working on. My hips almost fluid. The only thing that's not fluid about my hip right now is the fact that it's a little sore. And kind of spinning that one spot over here. And nothing like it was Sunday night and Monday. It was still bothering me yesterday. It still bothered me a little bit this morning. Got a little sciatic stuff going on all over my body. My butt cheeks and my hamstrings got sciatic burn and ache. Just all kinds of weird stuff. Having eye seizures. This nerve fired up. I don't know what kind of seizures they talk about, but boy, when your eyes go into seizure mode and start trying to get in line and fix things or whatever, that's a pretty bizarre feeling. Yeah, so I got my ear canal or whatever that just shifted in last night. And I wake up this morning, I got swelling over here, so I know that it definitely moved. I don't think it tore anything. I'm only spitting up a tiny bit of blood out of my nose right now. You know, there was a whole lot for about 3 weeks. And then, 2 weeks in, it shook out and moved it. Got a little bit more blood for a week or so, and it shook out again, moved some more stuff. So I'm still kind of trickling blood, but that's been going on for about 6 months. Ever since I got into C1, every time I do anything with it, it moves at all. Yeah, I get some sinus bleeds, messes right there digging in your sinuses. It's real tender stuff, and it bleeds real easy, I guess. Plus, if it bled whenever I unhooked it, when it got back up in there and started pushing stuff out of the way, ripping itself back up in there, it probably might have tore a couple things. Like I said, the nose bleeding, it's just kind of nasty, dark blood. It's just kind of like wound blood. It's not bleeding ash per se. You'd think he'd be pouring out your nose or whatever. No, it's just kind of like a tablespoon or two of blood over a day's period. Comes out when you blow your nose. Black and dark brown, dark red. All clotted up and stuff. Well, I'm going to make a video on exactly what I think you're going to have to do to get this stuff back in. Just the way my mind works, I know you can fix, this can be fixed really easy. I mean, use some ultrasound, locate it, get you a little pry bar, pop it out, give people back their lives. Anyway, I'm still doing a lot of gesturing that I've never done before, but it's all just some body relocating. A lot of stretching. Lots of weird stretching. I mean, you're going to have to learn how to get your Nelsons in. People got full Nelson back in the day. Probably get their neck broke. Probably got their neck relocated. Because when they popped it back in, they probably thought they died. And when it made that loud crack going back in, they said, oh, shh, we just broke his neck. Yeah, it ain't so. Ain't the way it works. You probably unbroke his neck. Neck was already messed up. So that puts in your Nelsons. Them old Nelsons may be an old school way to put this thing back in. If you ain't never been 3/4 Nelsons, I'll guarantee you, your chin's going to hit your throat. Even if you protect against it, if they get you tucked under, you're going to be sitting on your head. That's pretty much how I relocated it with a little bit of traction. Pretty much about like that. Leaning on it just a little bit. Leaning on this side. Lean on this side. All that crap's locked up, people. Nothing like fluid motion. Oh, I don't remember having fluid motion since I was a child. So, I got about 50% fluid. And I'm probably still about 50% hung up. Not 100% pumpkin headed no more. Oh, but I know I'm still more than half pumpkin headed. My ear's going to come back up online. I'm going to get the haze off my eyes because it's injured all the way around. It's a big one. So, you know, it moves. It moved over here too. So it's got like 4 spots. 4, 5. That's all, a whole lot of area up in there. All stretched. Those are some nice Nelsons. I hear pop all the way at the top. Pow! Land that one right where it belongs. Fluid motion. Oh, gosh, you don't know how good that feels. I'm not quite fluid. I wish I was there. I was so close. I could taste it. Just taste it. Oh, I really taste it. Man. Oh, man. 4.5 weeks in, I figured 6 for sure. don't forget to take your vitamins every day. So anyway, it's time to get Shaolin on you here. You want your stuff back in. Okay, there's Nelson. You can get your partner to roll you under. I'd focus on the side that's out. But you ain't gonna hang yourself. Get you some kind of a chin thing. Hang yourself. Chin tucked. Chin tucked. 100 pounds, man. As long as you can, every day. Twice a day. The more you do, the harder you work, the faster you'll unlock it.